As you heard, Sherry Horman was asked to have the Laudatio for use in Michael Caine, and unfortunately her doctors did not allow her to fly from Berlin to Munich. So I was asked if I could replace her, and I most gladly said yes. In the words of Sherry Horman's little speech, I find my own thoughts and my own impressions and my own feelings about you. And I'm sure I'm not the only one here this evening in this room who is grateful that Sherry Horman's words express their own words they would like to say to you. When Sherry says, I had pages full of praise, and I mean pages. And the more time I spent recalling your work and your fabulous book on acting in film, based on the masterclass you once gave to the acting students in London, the more I realized less is more. But that's your message. You say it, you do it over and over again. Less is more. I then erased the pages and just kept praise. So this will be quick. Not really. Your mother was a cook and a cleaner, your father a fish market porter. The guy with the Cockney accent and the horn-rimmed glasses obviously didn't fit anybody's idea of where a British actor came from, especially in those days. In the course of your life, you won 2 Academy Awards. You were knighted. Married a very special and I'm sure wonderful woman. And you now have 3 grandchildren, which, as you once said, is better than anything else. You are a man who shares an oeuvre with us and that we cherish like a box of treasures. You've acted in more than 115 films. You wanted to retire when you turned 80. Luckily for us, you didn't. And we now have the chance to see your most recent movie, Mr. Morgan's Last Love, by Santa. And our luck continues. You're preparing to do a new movie with Christopher Nolan and debating on whether to retire when you turn 90. You gave those young, aspiring acting students the following advice. If you really want to become an actor, but only providing that acting doesn't interfere with your golf game, your political ambitions, and your sex life, then you don't really want to become an actor. Not only is acting more than a part-time job, it's more than a full-time job, it's a full-time obsession. That statement applies to your work so much. We all get something different out of your work, as the roles you've played vary enormously. Whatever genre, whatever role you play, a gangster, a lover, a doctor, a charmer, a dirtbag, a widower, a thief, a professor, a killer, we forget it's you. The moment you appear in films, you tie invisible wings around us and take us to that person's microcosm. We forget that we are watching almost as if we become part of the life of the character you're portraying. This is what I call authenticity. For being, for presence, witty, cool, elegant. An underlying sparkle, and I'm sure that sparkle is based on many thoughts you've had, but one strikes me as being particularly clear. Celebrate life. You never know when it's over. Maybe the butler you play in the Christopher Nolan movies is the best metaphor for your acting skills. You serve. You serve the movie, the storytelling, and the love for life, without ever being tacky or corny. You're modest. No matter if you are the star or only the supporting actor, your performances get under our skin. You achieve a presence that is beyond acting. It's as if there's something you want us to see. Hey look, this person is a human being. He suffers, he's desperate, He's full of love, he's full of hate, but take a look. You also told your class, the first time you go out in front of a camera, it's not like going out on a first date. You don't have to make a special impression. The camera already loves you deeply. Like an attentive mistress, the camera hangs on your every word, your every look. She can't take her eyes off. She's the most faithful lover, while you, for most of your career, you have to look elsewhere and ignore her. That's a great attitude. If there were any such thing as a club of the coolest, the poorest, the most laid back and yet most focused and least vain actors, we would definitely be among the carefully selected few. Some of the other members might be Humphrey Bogart, or Robert Mitchum for sure, Connery, Robert De Niro, and Jack Nicholson. Take your pick. And on top of the entrance there would be a sign that reads, "Fear is reaction, courage is decision." Thank you, Michael Caine, for lighting up our lives in the dark.